I put this, I got a new background, which I'm excited about, but I put this one up. My son sent this to me, and it's a lap blanket, and it's just so pretty. Anyways, I want to do this video because I'm frustrated. So I figured it's a good time. War of the Worlds. You know, you guys, we're all in this together. All of us. You know, people identify as Republican or Democrat or Christian or Buddha. These are all separations. It's just all separation programs. We're all in this together. We all want peace. We all want love. We all want joy. All of us. We all want prosperity. We want to be able to enjoy our families and enjoy our lives without fighting or being angry or being frustrated. I've been wanting to do this video for a while because I'm all about peace, love, joy, and happiness. And sometimes I get frustrated too. You know, I was going to invite people on and do a full-on webinar on it, but today I was feeling really frustrated. And just how some things take time and they go on and on and on and on and on forever with no movement. I think we experience that throughout the whole world. And we are creating everything from within us, right? We are the creators of this world. We're the creators of our lives. We're the creators of our joy. We are the creators of our frustrations. Because it's all us acting like us and creating everything because we are the creators. We are not victims of our government or our churches or even a mass shooting. Because if you're in that mass shooting, you're there to teach and you're there to exit. Even if you're on a plane crash, it's the same thing. Because we're all playing roles. And sometimes some of us leave to teach people things, you know, and the division and the anger over different countries and stuff. They're just like you. They're just like me. Deep down, everybody just wants to be loved and wants joy in their lives. And wants to know where their next meal's coming from or that they have fresh water. Basic human rights. You know, I could say it's their fault or it's their fault, but what is that? Here again, we're putting division, we're putting separation, and we're putting blame on others. See, this is your world. And how you're living it and how you're creating it is completely up to you. I know I say that, and I know it takes time to get that and to understand that. Now, with that, part of this playbook, when we come here to play this game, to have this experience, to make this movie, we get our scripts, we get our programs, we get our belief systems. We get them from our parents. We get them from our uncles, our aunts, our sisters, our brothers, our neighbors, our churches, our countries. And we plug them all in. That's our subconscious programming. And then we decide certain things from TV commercials or what we hear or what our parents are saying. And then we create these other things and then we put them in there. And we just keep loading up our subconscious programming. Now, beyond that, our subconscious programming is also plugged into the collective consciousness programming, like the mainframe computer, right? So we're plugged into that energy too. And then we're running all these programs from there that we don't even know. They're from the mainframe computer, but they're running in the background. All this stuff's running in the background. And every day, all day, we repeat these cycles. And we repeat these events. Now, some of these events happen every 6 years, every 6 months, every 6 days, like trauma and drama and getting upset. It's a charge, and we get addicted to those charges. So we create situations where we can have those feelings. Yes, we create those situations. So we can mirror that to us and we can learn from it. Or not, or continue to do it over and over and over. In its background programming, some people call it your ego. You know, your ego makes you get up and go for a walk, brush your teeth, wash your face, dress nice. That's your ego. Your ego creates and wants good things for you. That's your ego. And your ego also wants to keep you safe. But beyond that, it's also your subconscious programming. Of all these little things you put in your subconscious programming. So then you plug into those, and those are things you're used to. So you go in there and pick your program for the day or for the week or for the trauma. And then you keep repeating it over and over and over again. Different faces, different places, different names. But it's all the same experience. And a lot of times it has a timestamp on it. I was just caught up in this. Last month, I was spinning out of control, completely spinning out of control. You know, for the last 7.5 years, since I have been working online, I've been pretty much traveling. I've had a home base that I maintained, but I'd be gone 6-8 months at a time. And then last year, I sold everything and I've just been traveling. You know, I spent 3 months in Mexico, 6 months in Europe, 3 months again in Mexico. Now here I am in Florida. And I'm in St. Augustine because I have to be here right now. And when I don't have to be here anymore, I'm trying to decide where to go. And actually, I thought I had decided I didn't have to be here anymore and it was time to go. And I have a friend of mine that's doing a trip to Egypt in February, and I was planning on going. And then I was planning on taking off to India and Thailand and Turkey. I was going. I already sold off everything. Anything we bought to be in this house can transfer with my son and his wife and kids, right? And it's funny because I told myself, don't buy anything else. Don't buy any more furniture. And it's like, okay. But I was spinning out of control. I got it all figured out. I was leaving. But the other part of me wanted to stay. Well, because I have a lot of work to do. It's like, and then here I go taking off again. And when I take off, I don't get all my work done because I'm at all the sacred sites and stuff. So, you know, I realized I was creating the same thing. And I looked in 2015. I lived here before. And in February, I moved here, I think it was like December, right? And in February, I took off for Egypt. But in February, I was spinning out and I had to get out of here. And so I took off to Egypt. And then I met a girlfriend in England. So I was gone, I don't know, about a month. Then I came back. And then in March, I took off and moved back to LA. Was that time? No, it was the next March, I think. God, I don't remember. I've done so much traveling. But I realized I was popping back into 2015 energy. And I was recreating that because I was in the same place too when I left in February before. And the reason I'm sharing this story with you is we pop back into these energies in these creations, and then we recreate them over and over and over again. You know, the same thing happens in the world and the programming in the world. It's all the subconscious programming of our collective consciousness. And it has these programs to repeat over and over and over again. So why the War of the Worlds? That's why. Because we as a collective consciousness has been creating the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over again in different ways. And a lot of the consciousness, a lot of people are becoming conscious. And how we really become conscious is we collapse those subconscious programmings that are running in our minds and our subconsciousness and creating war within inside of us. Again, this is our world. This is our reflection. So when we disconnect the subconscious programming around war within us, fighting within us, nothing should be a fight. Nothing should be angry. And my website manager, he sent me this message. He's all, don't send me things on Sunday. And I went back, don't read them on Sunday. And it brought this energy up in me. I was really frustrated. And I think I was feeling his frustration. So see, this is how we create wars. This is what happens. And our emotions, our feelings are our own. We are not a victim. If you die in a plane crash, you're not a victim. You chose to be on that plane. Because if you weren't supposed to die in that plane crash, you wouldn't be on the plane. Somehow you would miss it. But we create the poverty. We create the lack of water. And I notice a lot of things on how we're recreating these things now as a planet. We're making different choices. We're choosing to look at ourselves and heal those things within us that creates that division. So, don't worry, I'm getting around to it. We're going to run some energy, you guys. Oh, by the way, if you don't know who I am, I'm Tamra Oviatt. I'm the founder of Sacred Activations. I have tons of different modalities, trainings, and then in 2012, I received the modality I use to discreate these energies within you and your subconscious programming and the subconscious programming of the planet. It's time to collapse all of this, you guys. And so I'm offering this to you completely and totally free. Share it with your friends. Listen to it over and over and over again. And what's going to happen is it's going to start shifting within you that war inside. And it's going to start shifting it out of your heart. And just a warning, in a couple days, you might feel really frustrated. You might, but it's your stuff coming up. And it's shifting. And when it clears, it clears. And if you listen to Greg Braden, he talks about the square root of 1% is all it takes to change the planet. Well, we're way beyond that. And I see a lot of things happening around the planet. And there's a lot of things being unveiled. And like these truths of these programs that we've been playing out on this planet, right? There's some really sick stuff that's going on. I mean, really, wow. But we create it all within for our program. And I know that sounds really horrible. But we as a collective consciousness, we choose to allow what happens on this planet. And I choose peace. I choose love. I choose acceptance. I choose happiness and abundance and health. And I choose to show up and to be of assistance to you to get through this. This has always been my drive. In 2015, I was in Cornwall, England, and I was on the little island where St. Michael's Church is in this castle. It was really funny how it happened. My friend didn't go up the castle because she uses a walker, right? So she stayed down. So I figured, okay, fine, I'll go through the castle. So I was walking through the castle, and it's like, yeah, okay. So I was coming back out, and the guard, she goes, wait a minute. You didn't go into the church. You have to go into the church. I went, okay. And she opens this door, and it led me right into the church, right at this back door. She goes, you go in the church. I said, okay. And I went into the church, and Archangel Michael showed up, and he said, sit down. I said, okay. So I sat down, and he told me I would see world peace in my lifetime. And I believe that. Totally believe that. And then I had a hard time believing that. But now I don't. I believe it. And I want to help you believe it too. And suggestions. Don't post anything that's fearful. Because when you do that, you're feeding the fear consciousness, right? People spread a lot of fear around, or a lot of separation things around. I used to. The more you let all that go, the better it is for everybody. You know, if you want to post something, post about peace, post about love, post about prosperity, post about exciting things happening in this world and in your life. And breathe and just let it go. And see peace now. And always see peace. Always see peace. Don't go into fear of wars. Don't do it. Just let it go. Just breathe out and totally and completely go into peace inside of you. So if it's okay with you right now, I would like to run some energy for you. And by the way, that's one of my granddaughters in the background. She doesn't know I'm recording it Sunday, so she's playing. She's so cute. I work for God / universal energy, whatever you want to call it, okay? That's what I connect with. That's the source energy. It's like a spiral energy. And it moves really, really fast. It's really super powerful. And it will continue to work with you for days, even weeks. Sometimes you might get frustrated because of your energies coming up, but it's your stuff that's coming up and transforming. So make sure you go into peace, love, joy, and happiness. If you get frustrated, the way I'm doing this, it's like we're changing thousands of belief systems at once. And while I'm running this energy, the best way for you to benefit from this is just to go inside and allow whatever thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Because what I'm doing is I'm activating these programs or deprograms that are going to erase these subconscious programmings about war, about separation, all of that. And we're collapsing the whole timeline. Because, you know, people talk about being conscious. Well, it means being conscious here on the planet now. meaning not have the subconscious programming run your life anymore. You know, if you listen to Bruce Lipton and hypnosis, really is 95 to 99% of your life is ran by your subconscious belief systems. Collective consciousness, that means this world is recreating all of these programs that are in it about war, about destruction, about really sick stuff, man. There's some crazy stuff on this world. It's like, wow. You can't get angry. Discreate it. That's what we got to do. It's our world. We've got to discreate the negative stuff by discreating it within here. And then around us, you just start seeing all these shifts. Because again, Greg Braden, square root of 1%, that's like under 9,000 people for the whole world, right? So we are shifting. And I want to support you to get through this because there's a lot going on and there's a lot more that's going to be going on. We're not even close to being done with this. This year, 2020. Cheers. My teeth red now. Beets, apple, ginger. A lot of ginger. My mouth's on fire. Okay. So I will be saying some things, but the things I'm going to be saying while we're doing this might be a negative word because these are like belief systems that are being unwound out of your subconsciousness and thus being unwound out of the collective consciousness, and it starts to spread. So, and at the end of this, we're just going to really connect in your heart and really, really go into peace, being able to really create peace. Never mind. Do you want me to show you what I made? So I wanted to make vision board for 2020. I haven't made vision boards in years, and it's like, you know what? I'm going to start making vision boards again because I really create really good off of them. So peace within, I am that, I am love, joy. Isn't that cool? So that was my first vision board of this year. So that's what this class is about, peace within. So, okay, so let's get started. So just, if you can, if you're driving, turn this off, replay it later. If you have the opportunity, just put your thought into your heart, if you can, or just close your eyes. And I want you to think about all the anger, resentment, about world division you have, all the belief systems of collective consciousness programming and war and separation. Remember, division comes in so many different ways. Any division, just think about that. Any need to fight. Hey, sweetheart. What? I'm filming, honey. Can you? Sorry. Thank you, honey. That's okay. All right. So just allow those thoughts. Anger, resentment, division. Division through religion, through the sexes, through the countries. Let's just erase all of it. All of those belief systems and all the way it goes into other areas of your life. Let's unplug you from all of that right here and right now. Keep allowing it to go. Any division you're plugged into, let's allow it to be discreated right now. Political division. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on all over the world. A lot. And there's a lot of fake information put out there too. A lot. We can discreate all of this and have it all unmasked. I mean, yeah, it's a video game. Yeah, it's a movie. And it's got to be exciting. And it has to be entertaining, right? But we can have entertainment in other ways of peace, love, joy, and happiness. Not through division or fighting. And start creating a beautiful, beautiful world. Well, it is such a beautiful world. I mean, really, it's incredible. So allow that peace to fill your heart. Feel that peace coming into every single cell of your body. Sorry, I just feel that energy of clearing still. It's just, let's keep allowing that for another minute. And then we'll go into the peace, okay? Just allow the energy to be discreated in and through you. Breathe. Any fear about war? Any desire to go to war? Now, so this isn't about having a blind eye of what's going on, because it is part of the movie, and it's also about unmasking what's going on. Just to really see what we're creating so that we can discreate it. You know, this is a process. So we're also going to unmask so you can start seeing maybe different things that you haven't already seen. Disconnect from the programming, the ads. You know, because when we're plugged into all that stuff, we're good little PCs. We run with what our programming tells us to do. And we act that way because we're programmed to do that through frequencies too. And when it's so high in the collective consciousness, like fear, you know, the only thing that has to happen is a couple of tragedies, and then we all go into fear, and then we share all of our fear and warning everybody, warning, 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 right? And then everybody else goes into fear, and it goes through the consciousness. How about Just like everybody prayed for rain in Australia. Post that. Just pray. Pray for rain. Pray for peace. Because, remember, 9,000. We're all praying for peace, but we can't pray for peace with fear in our hearts. Because then we're sending it that division energy. You know, it doesn't matter what side you're on. It all has this energy of separation and fear and anger. Look what they did. Look what they did. Peace is within. Blaming somebody for anything is division. Because we create everything from within us, right? So peace comes from within here. So does war. We're not victims. We are the creators of this world. Archangel Michael promised me I would see world peace in my lifetime. And I believe him. And I'm making it my mission to help with that. How I can help. And how can I help? I change subconscious programming. I work for source energy. That's my boss. I am source energy. I am connected to the oneness. I don't channel anybody. I channel myself. I channel source. I am source. And so are you. Come into the alignment with the oneness of who you are. And there you will see peace everywhere. Thank you for, thank you. Thank you. Peace is within our hearts. Just feel that peace within your heart. Now we have a kitty cat in here. Oh, by the way, I pulled out the Egypt trip. I have a friend going, and she's doing a group. I think we sent an email out on it, and you can join her. She's lovely. Peace. I'm here about peace, love, joy, and happiness. I'm here to help you shift your belief systems in all areas of your life. All areas. And this is really what I'm all about. This is really what I absolutely love. Peace, love, joy, and happiness. You know, you guys, it's all about fun. It's all about creation. And so many people just get caught up into this of negative. You know, like I said, I went to where I was in 2015 and I got caught back up in that energy for like 4 days. And I woke up at 2:00 in the morning and went, whoa, that's 2015 energy. That isn't what I want to do. I've traveled. It's fun, man. But it's time about oneness. And when I woke up at 2 in the morning, it's like, you know, you're in 2015 energy. You left at the same time that time. And now you're about ready to do what you did before. Take off and just travel. And I went, whoa, you're right. And it's, you know, if you do what you've always done, you get what you've always got. And I'm ready to play a new game of not Tamra running all over the world. Plus, one of the things I said, but Egypt's so cool and the information and the sacred sites. It's like everything's inside. It's like, oh yeah, you don't need to go there. Not at this time. So I'm here, and I'm going to play a new game of focus and creation. It's time to create. I'm getting ready. I got this big, huge sheet of paper. I'll share it with you guys. And I'm going to make it a vision board, but it's like 36 by 36 vision board. And I love watercolors and drawing. So it's going to be, something like this. Very simple, very easy. If you guys haven't seen some of my art. Anyways, send you peace, love, joy, and happiness. If you're not connected with me and you would like to be, tamraoviatt.com. I do tons of webinars. I also do practitioner trainings, and I have books on Amazon if you want to know more about me. Thank you so much, and thank you for joining me and making it all the way through. Remember, you guys, we are the creators of this world. We're the creators of our lives. And through us, creates everything. So be the peace, love, joy, and happiness you want to see in the world. Because when you're at peace, the world's at peace. Remember how important you are. Thank you.